was working nights. I was working with a young man who was probably about 20 to 25 years my junior. We were hired at the same time. We went through training at the same time. We had the same title. And one night when we were working together, after I had been working there a few months, we did the unspeakable. We started to talk about our salaries because there actually was a regulation that you're not supposed to discuss salaries, and we did, and I found out that he was actually making $3 an hour more than I was for the exact same job.
We as women are taking care of our families. Very often the husbands have lost jobs now or have lost the high-paying jobs, and the women's salary, in fact, is taking care of the family. So I think I've been a single mother for 20 years, and I have had that position, and I have had to work hard to maintain my equal pay and to speak up and make sure that I made the money I needed to make to support my family.
There were a lot of groups of women that fought very hard for equal rights in certain areas, and when those women achieved some of those rights, we became older, and the younger women that were coming up, I believe that they just didn't understand the fight that we had to go through, and they also were comfortable in the job salaries that they had, and they believe that they are equal with men's pay, and I think that it's up to the seasoned fighters for equality to let the younger women know that there is still inequality, and although we may have been banned from taking certain jobs in the past, now, even though you're not banned from actually getting those jobs, your salary is lower. And so even though we've made a little bit of progress, it's absolutely not equal.
And that's why we have Equal Pay Day on April 17th in 2012, because that's about 73% of the year. And it takes us until this day to reach the same pay that men have.
The first thing is in educating people that there actually is a pay gap. About 17 cents. The Equal Pay Day is the day that's actually computed where the average woman catches up with what the average man has made as of December 31st the previous year. So in the United States, this year, that's April 17th. That date changes at different countries. We're right about in the middle of the pack. There are some countries in Northern Europe that are much more ahead of us. Germany is one of those countries. There are countries that are much worse than us, such as South Korea, which is at the bottom. But there is still a pay gap, and it seems that it's very persistent right now.
While a man makes $1 for every money that he gets, a woman who's white is 77 cents to the dollar. His African American woman is 54%, and a Hispanic woman is 33 cents to the dollar.
And we have to work 40%, almost 40% is hard to make the same amount of money. And we have to work with that 40% less and support our families. So I think we need to get that to be zero, and then we have achieved our goals.
So that's a great deal of time, and that's one of the ways that we can see that equal pay, there's quite an unbalance in terms of who will be, who's getting paid adequately in today's time.
We should not look at this as a woman's issue, but as a worker's issue. Because when women are underpaid, it affects everything in society. Women are heads of household in much greater numbers than they've ever been. So when a woman is not making the salary that she should be making, it not only affects her, it affects her children, it affects her community. These are now, she may need social services that she wouldn't normally need if she was getting a fair salary. So this is a societal problem. It's not a woman's issue. It's not a gender issue. It's just an issue of being fair and being legal, because it is illegal to pay someone a different wage than what they deserve.